Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Tawela from Oscha Slings. Sorry for the slight delay there in getting started. I hope all of you can still join us for this video, our second one this year, and we have 4 wraps to talk through today. As you can see, I'm already wearing one. The colour is already cheering me up. So yes, let me know when you're here, and if somebody could share the link into the clan, that would be great. Hi Rosie, nice to see you back. Yeah, so I'm sure most of you will have seen the model photos and the posts going up in clan about these 4 wraps today on our Spring Dawn warp. So it's a new warp, of course, and inspired by, what was I thinking when I was going through it? So as I was gathering imagery, I was really looking ahead. Oh, hi Denise. Hi. Hi Vanessa. Oh, France and Austria represented. Hi Becca. Thank you for your lovely review. Obviously wearing your blossom wrap today. So I think I was already, because we design our collections roughly 6 months in advance, I was already feeling a little bit sad about winter coming, and then thought, what would I want at the end of winter? And I thought, I want to look ahead to spring. So these images came from that, so being inspired by that early rising sun over a slightly hazy sea, so where you get that band of bright orange shining through. So I hope that's what we've sort of managed to get here, that feeling of that early dawn light, and the year getting warmer and the mornings getting brighter. So yeah. Since we have more puffins this week, and we had some last week, has anybody seen puffins in the wild before? I realise that's not something everybody would have seen. I think I have, but it was a long time ago. My grandparents used to live on the east coast of England, near Bempton and Filey, where there's a bird sanctuary, I think, so I'm sure I've seen them there. But yeah, I think they make quite an impact when they're all gathered on the cliffs. So I will get started properly. So the first wrap I wanted to talk through is our Blossom Spring Dawn. So this one uses a new viscose linen weft. Oh, Lydia says yes, I'm blessed to see many puffins. Oh, it's so nice. I should go again. I think I should take my kids. So yes, sorry, new viscose linen yarn, so it's 80% viscose and 20% linen, and it's quite thin but strong with that bit of linen in it, very breathable. I have a bit of it here just to show you the colour, and you like seeing the new yarns. So it's an ecru, but you'll hopefully be able to make out just a little bit of that texture coming out in the yarn. So it's got a slightly darker shade running through it of the linen fibre. So that's what gives it its strength, as well as this softness, which I think is a really lovely fabric type for small babies. So I think this would be good for newborn because that viscose gives it the softness. So there was a question about what the viscose is made of. So if we don't specify bamboo, then it's normally, the standard viscose is usually beech or pine wood derived. So coming from those two or other fast growing species, I think eucalyptus is also used sometimes to make viscose. So it can be a variety of different sources, but of course we always check to make sure that they're sourced correctly. But yes, cellulosic fibre in general. So that's just a bit of info for that, for those who wondered. Becca has done a lovely review of this in the clan, so please do head over there and have a look. She says the thinness and glide to grip ratio make this very easy to wrap with, and with careful tightening it wraps like a bandage. So even with this brand new one, that's feeling really quite comfortable. This is a short wrap, a size 4. So I think for new wrappers, if you're looking for something that is slightly less fabric maybe than a longer wrap, but easier maybe to start off with, and still be able to do a basic carry. So this is a front wrap cross carry just tied at the side here, with a slip knot, so you can still use that for a small baby, and then have enough length to get a couple of more supportive carries as baby gets bigger. So hopefully that helps for anyone considering what to choose. Then the next one I'm going to show you is our Puffins wrap. So I won't wrap this one, but I'll just make sure you can see it here. So just those little puffins sitting in the dawn light over the sea, and I think looking really nice. I love this because from some angles they almost seem like they're fading off into a mist, and then from other angles the yarn really catches the light. So this is of course our ecru ice cotton, so another lovely breathable and easy care wrap for taking you through warmer months, whether you're in a warmer climate or just into spring and the summer and going through, and of course lovely and soft enough for small babies. I would imagine from newborn and upwards this would be lovely to use. So a little bit about the warp colours. I noticed there was quite a bit of love for this top rail shade, the hawthorn here. So we took our time getting the colours right on this one, so I'm happy that this is getting some love. Oh, Sarah says, Puffins has ice cotton. Will there be any Kelpies or Middle Earth wraps with ice cotton coming out this year? Oh, I don't know off the top of my head. I will have to get back to you on that. I'll come back and answer you after the video, Sarah. We've got Hawthorn Rose here, and then a Dusty Cedar shade. So most of these colours are custom dyed. And then we have two which are from our standard colour range, so the Melon and the Hawaiian Ocean. And then these three blues at the bottom going through Mediterranean blue into deep water and then dark blue, just to give it that nice kind of deep sea vibe at the bottom. I see Susan asks, how long does Oscha allow for made to order? It's usually around 2 weeks, Susan, you should have your items. So that won't be long at all. All the fabric is here. We just need the time to make up your items and get them shipped out to you. I'll just show you the reverse as well of these puffins. So we had another lovely review by Jenny for this, and she noted that the design looks great from both sides, and I think I would agree. So if you like carries that use both sides, you like using shoulder flips, or you want a ring sling, I think this is a fabric that would work well, particularly well for those, and show off all those lovely shades together. Jenny says, this is truly wearable art. The ice cotton feels fresh against the skin, and she has some great suggestions for the different carries she tried with her 9-month-old. So I thought I might go back and check what she used too, see if any of them would be suitable for my toddler. So just to show you as well how thin that is in hand, just tie a quick knot with that just to give you an idea. So you can see that's really quite lightweight, very similar to the blossom weight of fabric as well. Becca says, any more wraps coming with Hawthorn Rose? It's so beautiful. Oh, thank you. For now, it's these 4 today. Keep an eye out for a short run of something. There might be something popping up soon. Not sure exactly when, but I think there is another little bit of something. But thank you for saying so. We'll try and make sure we get that worked into future collections. Let me just pop this off, lift baby down, and then I can show you the next one. I'll do that and then just check if you have any questions. So next one I want to show you is our Okinami Daybreak. So again, making use of this lovely sunrise over the water kind of feel, and that glowing rising sun there in the middle of the Okinami, I think works really nicely. Danielle says, hello, what have I missed? Hi Danielle. So I've just shown Blossom Spring Dawn and Puffins Farne Island. So I'll see at the end if there's time for me to give a little sneak peek, a quick peek at those two. But we've still got Okinami to go and Hobbiton next. So Okinami, I will just pop this on here so you can see. This is a really, really highly textured fabric, so we wanted to play around, because this pattern is so familiar and so graphic. I think it can take, it does well with different kinds of yarns, and especially with some texture running through it. I think just gives it a lot of visual interest, which is lovely to play with. So you can see on the face there even the kind of cord effect coming through. You can see it really nicely on the back there on the reverse. So what we've got is one strand of a cotton chenille, a black cotton chenille, and 4 strands of black organic cotton. So it has very similar properties to the towel wraps that we occasionally do, but at a slightly lighter weight. So I actually think this one, if you like the towels, or if you fancied one but thought they were maybe a bit heavy, this one will have those similar properties and would work quite well for smaller children, or for those who just prefer a lighter weight of wrap to handle when tying it. So pop baby in here. So the blend of this one is, where are we? 80% organic combed cotton, BCI organic combed cotton, and 20% chenille. So the GSM is about 305, around the 300 mark. So yeah, that bit's significantly lighter than the chenille, the towels that we normally do, which I think come in around the 380 GSM mark. So for comparison there, show you those colours with that Okinami. I actually really like the reverse on this one. I think that looks quite cool too. I don't mind a dark sun myself. I think that looks quite cool when you see the flip side. I think it just sets off the colours on the face of the fabric really nicely. So there we go. Just get that wrapped so see that's going on. There, so that's fairly manageable to tie. It is a little on the thicker side, but it is definitely, I would say, not too bulky to use with smaller children. So definitely one to think of for the summer, in and out of the pool. Could be one to try. Yes, Okinami. Oh, I'm not very good at centering these. I've missed out my son. It's over here. But yes, you get the idea. People who are better at this than me will have taken plenty of photos, so you'll get an idea of what it should be like. So of course I have the yarns to show you, because we always like looking at that. So you can see that's just the weft yarns sort of bundled there, but I've just split them out to show you the order that they run through the fabric in. So you can see already from that how the chenille's creating that nice sort of ribbed cord-like effect down the fabric and adding loads of texture and cush for a really comfortable carry. I think this will work with kids of all ages really nicely, and it's something a bit different. I'll just check through in case I've missed any questions. Okay, let me come back down here. Emily says, I love those blues and purple, pink, rose, mauve. Yeah, they're sort of, they're slightly chameleon colours. So here we go. I'll take this excuse to show off the blossom again. But yeah, there's sort of a mix. So this one and this one, this is Hawthorn Rose, this is called, and Dusty Cedar. So they are sort of leaning towards those vintage pink mauvey colours, which, yeah, they are a bit different for us. We don't often go for those particular shades, so that's really nice that you're all enjoying them. Here we go. I will unwrap baby and then get on to our last wrap. And then I do have a bit of yarn info for you for our pre-order that's opening this week in the Oscha Mono Lovers group, so stick around for that. If you like textures and tusses, you're going to enjoy these yarns. So our last one for today is Hobbiton Daybreak, and so this is our first release of this pattern, which is of course the Hobbiton that's familiar to many of you, but combined with our constellation pattern up here. So yeah, just creating a really lovely kind of dusk or dawn. I think dawn in this case, but could be either depending on whether you prefer sunrise or sunset. And just sitting really beautifully across that Shirescape there. Yeah, so I'm very excited about this. I can see lots of excitement coming in. This is great. Cashwool weft, so it's a deep blue cashwool, and so it'll be cushy and warm for those of you who like wool. And do go and check out, I should have said for the Okinami, Trish will be reviewing that in Plan, so head over there for more. And Amber will be reviewing the Hobbiton, so yeah, definitely go and check it out. There'll be lots of pictures and lots of information to help you decide what you would like. So let me get this wrapped, see if I do any better with the pattern placement on this one. So the cashwool actually feels lovely and thin and mouldable in hand, straight out of the bag, or straight off the shelf in my case. So yeah, I think this one is going to be lovely both for the feel of it and of course for the look. So that's the reverse side, just so you can kind of get a feel for that. We could flip it over and I think that still works. A sort of red sky with the stars coming out. We take some poetic license with our colours. And then of course you have those lovely blues playing off each other there at the bottom of the wrap. And I really like the lower edge of this, just those colours there at the bottom are really pretty. If I say so myself, I think I'm allowed to say that. So the blend for this one is 59% BCI organic combed cotton and 41% superwash cashwool, and it comes in at about 273 GSM, so just slightly on the lighter side of a medium wrap, so it would be a great all-rounder, but warm when it needs to be warm and still lightweight enough to be cool when it's hot enough outside. So I think again, wool, one of those versatile fibres. Hopefully you can see that, the knot being tied here. It's again really nice and manageable, and gripping really nicely. Baby's all snuggled in. How did I do on my centering? I'm not sure. I will get to grips with placement patterns. I will practice. Let me just check if there are any questions from you guys. Oh, I'm so glad you all like the Hobbiton pattern. Tom Bombadil vibes. I half understand that joke. I'm not a Middle Earth aficionado, so I'm going to go Google what you mean after this. But yes, that is our 4 wraps for today. I hope you've enjoyed them and that you're excited. Let me know what you're looking forward to most, although I think I can tell the Hobbiton got a lot of love. Ellie says, will the Hobbiton be very limited? Let me just check. Not very. So there's about probably 60 to 65 wraps, so not very. It's about 150 meters woven. So I hope all of you will get what you like. So I promised you more yarns. So the Oscha Monolovers PO have finalised their collection and it's looking lovely. There's plenty of texture. So I'll start off, they've got of course 7 patterns as usual. So they have Sea Salt and Misty Mountains, and they'll be weaving in this lovely tussa here, tussa number 57 in our Oscha palettes. And I've just left, this one is tussa 59, so for those of you who are familiar with Oakenshield Moonless Night, that was the yarn used for this one, and so these 2 patterns will be just a bit brighter with those white flecks coming through, but still a lovely moody monochrome feel to those patterns as well. Oh, Sarah, I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited too. I think this collection's going to be great. I haven't done much for it, but watching it come together has been really fun. And then we have Lune and Kelpies weaving in Tussa 31. So it's this amazing blend of these kind of pinky purpley green colours, which just remind me of an Aurora Borealis kind of sky when you see those pictures. And I'm pretty sure this is the same. It is the same tussa as Starry Night Echo. So that was woven, that was back from 2017, I think. But just to show you, that was woven on a black warp too. And just has loads of texture and with those really beautiful flecks of colour coming through, and against the black warp, I think that's going to be absolutely stunning. So there, just to give you an idea. Oh, Sarah says 31 is prettier here than on the mocks. It is. The mocks just can't capture really the texture of a tussa and all of those kind of little variations in colour and texture, so I thought this was an especially important one to show you the yarns and make sure that you can see these almost in real life, as close as we can get anyway. And then we've got gulls, aka ravens, and Lothlorien weaving in let me get this the right way around. Yes, Monument Barrette silk and Drizzle Cashful, so those will be alternating through those 2 patterns. And the gulls are being woven in a special version where the birds are warp facing, so the birds will show in black over the waves, so hence the ravens in the name. So that's those 2, and then weaving in just the barrette, there will be an ivy as well. So just to try and get you a look at all of those amazing speckles. I don't know if that's actually focusing, let me see if that works there. But yeah, that's going to be beautiful. Sarah says, I can't afford the 2 I want, stop it. We're going to take these all as compliments. Sorry for making lovely things. Actually, not sorry. We love it. But yes, there you go. That is the Oscha Monolovers collection of beautiful yarns. Yes, very excited to see these going live on Thursday at 4 o'clock. So if you want to get involved, place an order, get over there this week, see what all the buzz is about, find out more about the different wrapping qualities. There'll be plenty of people in the group who can answer any questions you have, and of course get excited with you. So that, I think, is everything from me today. I hope I've answered all the questions you had and given you all the info that you need. In the meantime, happy wrapping, and I will see you again in a couple of weeks for our next lot of excitement. But yes, thank you for joining me today, and see you again soon. Bye.